Hello, Merit. So this is going to be Venefica's Occult Findings number 27. I do not have a huge haul for you this time, and but I have a few pieces, and it's mostly books. This is basically the witchy things I have gotten since last time I made the videos. It's a collective haul. Now let's start with the first thing I got, which is a ritual equipment, the only piece of ritual equipment I got. It's this very nice tea light candle holder. My hubby picked this up for me on IKEA. Haven't used it yet, but it's pretty thick, nice glass, and I really like this very nice purple color. So I thought this will be very nice for devotional candles and all that. I mean, I use candles all the time. I'm what you can call a lazy spellcaster. So very often when I need to cast a spell, I light a tea light, I say a prayer over that, focus some energy, done. So yeah, this will be good for that. And yeah, and purple, of course, then I can do few color energy concepts with purple. So yeah, I got two oracle decks. The first one I got was this Phantasmorgic Theater Tarot. I just got these yesterday. I haven't used them yet. But yes, it's usually I am not a big fan of surrealism. But this one just caught my eye. For example, here's the sun card. I just thought it looked very different, very interesting. And then there's a deck I have been wanting for so long because it's so different. And it is, well, I should say who made this. It's published by US Game Systems and it's by Graham Cameron. You can see that. And yeah, the deck I really wanted is Mother Space Tarot, the round tarot deck by Karen Vogel and Vicky Noble. I mean, I have been so interested in this. Now there are a few different both oracle cards and tarot decks now that are around, but this is one of the first that came with that, if not the first. I'm not completely sure about that. But yeah, you can see this is an example of one of the cards. Except I haven't taken it out of the shrink wrap yet. I can't talk today, obviously. And but yeah, the cards are actually round. And as far as I know, this one is a very female-oriented deck, and I can't wait to dig into it. And then there's books. So the first book I should probably say who published this one too. I'm so scatterbrained today that it's not even funny. Published you. It does not say. It's also US game system. And yeah, this one was sort of an impulse buy that I picked up while browsing for this one. So, I got of books. I got Hoodoo and Conjure New Orleans. It is the second volume. It's I'm not sure if it's I think it's a quarterly publication. It's like a magazine in a book format. And it's about magic, hoodoo, and all of those things. And I love the first book. I think this is the second volume. I have the first one. And I mean, it has just so much information in here. About famous musicians that's been into hoodoo. It's about Papa Legba. It's a character in American Horror Story: The Coven, and a bit about the actual legends of Papa Legba, how to make an altar to Papa Legba, cleansing baths, all different things, book reviews, uh, article about Tituba from the Salem witch trials, all of these different things. So it's just so much great information in here. So yeah, I can't wait to dig into it. I have read some of it, I haven't read all the book yet. And then I have How to Clear Your Home of Ghosts and Spirits, Tips, Techniques of a Professional Ghost Hunter by Debbie Chestnut. And this is published by Llewellyn. So yeah, like I've often said, I'm a bit against just clearing away ghosts and spirits from your home if they're there peacefully, because I feel that even if something is non-corporeal, they're still living beings. They have as much right as us physical beings to be there. But of course, if you have to protect yourself, if the beings are aggressive, then you do what you have to do. But if they're not aggressive, let them be. Offer to help them, but that doesn't mean you should force it. Yeah, I should probably say who publishes this. But I'm not actually sure if it has a publisher. It's Denise Alvarado is the editor. Yeah, it's Creole Moon Publications. I try to remember who publishes it, but it seems like I said, scattered brain today. And then I got a book that's just got sort of for fun. It's Ghostly Tales of Musical Legend, Hunted Rock and Roll by Matthew L. Swine. That's actually his name, Swine. Oh, okay. Sorry, just need to adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. And it's also by Llewellyn. I just thought this sounded like a fun read. And yeah, I do like those stories. And then I have Gates of Dosa, Primal Sorcery by Michael V. Ford. And I think this is self-published. Michael Ford, he makes all sorts of ritual magic, left-hand path type works, and I usually like his books. So I picked this up sort of on a whim. When picking up this book, which is also by Michael M. Ford, and it is Muskim Hu, Babylonian Magic. I've heard very mixed reviews about this one. Some say it's great, others say it's basically all Michael Ford's fabrications. I wouldn't know. This is by Succubus Productions. It's possible the other one is there too, but it doesn't say on the side. But yeah, I was just intrigued by it, and it wasn't a very expensive book, so I thought I'll pick it up and read it, and I'll draw my own conclusions. Then I have a book I have been wanting, and it is The Solitary Druid, Walking the Path of Wisdom and Spirit, revised and updated edition by Reverend Robert Lee Ellison. And apparently his nickname is Skip. And yeah, I have so been wanting this book. I've had so many good reviews for it that this actually treats the subject somewhat seriously. The problem is that a lot of the books about the famous magical paths that we Druidism, Norse magic, all of those things, voodoo as well, hoodoo, and so on. There tend to be a lot of bullshit out there. It doesn't mean that the systems that the various books describe aren't good. There's a lot of them that's good, but it usually isn't very authentic. But I say this is somewhat authentic. Of course, we don't know a lot about the Druids, but that it follows a lot of what we do know. But like I said, I can't comment anything about that before I've read the book. And it's by ADF Publishing. So yeah, I've been really wanting this one. One thing that do annoy me though is, look at this. Look at this. This is a new book. Look at the condition. It's bumpy. And that is because I generally buy my books in a big box from Amazon. I just decide, okay, all the books I want for a month, buy them together to save shipping. Because in Norway you don't pay toll on books because they want smart Norwegians. So yeah, and usually what Amazon does is that they take a piece of thick cardboard and then they tie all the books down with plastic to that cardboard so they stay firmly. But this time and a few times later they haven't done that. They just thrown the books in a box, and then smaller books like that get crushed under the bigger ones, and it just annoys me. I mean, it's not like I need to have my books in pristine condition because they're there to be read. But it still annoys me a little bit when I pay for new books, I want them in new condition. So yeah, it just annoys me a little bit. Anyway, you're not here to watch my talking about what annoys me. You're here to watch what I've got. So yeah, I have gotten 9 Worlds of Hex Magic interviews by Hunter and Yonder, and it's the Hex Factory. Fantastic company. So I picked up this book a little bit on a whim. I mean, I was checking out things I wanted to have on Amazon, and I just thought this was cool. I'm very interested in Pennsylvania Hex, Pennsylvania Dutch type magic, and so on, because Norwegian, especially in this area here around Bergen, Norwegian folk magic is very much comes from the same root. Because first of all, the people of Germany and the people of Norway have a very similar root. So, Germanic peoples. So, there are a lot of cultural similarities that has formed these folk magic. It's also that Bergen is a port city, and in the Dark Ages and in the Renaissance, a lot of ships came to port here. It was one of the most important places in Norway, and a lot of those merchants were Germans, and so they took culture, pieces of language, and so on with them. And when I look at the folk magic I find in the old black books and such, that's grimoires, in Norway, they're very, very similar to how Pennsylvania Dutch do their folk magic. So therefore I'm very interested in that. And yeah, and folk magic generally, so I just picked this up. And besides, the name of the company is awesome. I want a company named the Hex Factory. Anyway, here's a book I got suckered into because it's pretty. Look at this. Look at it. That's a pretty book. It's have this nice embossed writing. It has nice purple pages. It's a pretty book. Very, very pretty. So is it interesting? Well, angel astrology. I am a sucker for New Age angels. I like it. And I often like Dorian Virtue's books, even if I do think she sort of churns them out at alarming pace. But yeah, this is written by Dorian Virtue and Jasmine Bolland, and it's published by Lifestyles Publishing, and it's Angel Astrology 101. And yeah, would I have bought this book if it wasn't so pretty? Perhaps I do like the idea of angel astrology, but I do have to admit I do like the cover, and the book was dirt cheap, so sort of bought it because of that. Here's another book I've been looking so forward to. When I saw that Llewellyn was going to publish this, I was just thinking, I'm going to get that. That is Spirit Boards for Beginners. The history and mystery of talking boards to the other side. The history and mystery of talking to the other side, I mean. and it's by Alexandra Sharon. So the usually for beginners series that Leveland has are usually very, very good. And there's so little literature out there about Ucha and talking boards in general that when they publish a book about it, I have to have it. Like I said, it's by Llewellyn, and it's not a very big book, but I'm really quite about it. And there's another book that, I mean, when I saw it on Amazon, I had to have it. Because one of my absolute favorite occult authors is one of the authors of this, and it is Neolithic Shamanism, Spirit Work in the Norse Tradition by Raven Caldera and Galina Kaskova. Raven Caldera is one of my absolute favorite occult authors, and yeah. So I'm so psyched about this one. And it's by Destiny Book. Destiny Books, yes. And the last book I have is Fighting Malevolent. It was me talking today. Fighting Malevolent Spirits by Samantha E. Harris. A Demonologist's Darkest Encounters by Llewellyn. I haven't read a lot about this book. I'm not sure if it's a lot of tips and ideas for how to deal with negative energy and negative spirits, or if it's basically stories from demonologist. But I got the book very cheaply, so I thought it's about spirits. Either it's ghost stories, which I love, or it's information how to deal with negative spirits, which is a topic I'm very interested in, or it's both. So in either case, it's a book I will like, so I'll pick it up. So yeah, that was my haul. I hope you have enjoyed it. Have a great day, and blessed be.